Electricity. In this video, we focus on current electricity produced at power stations. Electricity is a form of energy that moves through wires and is used to power up lights, appliances, and electronic devices. We make electricity by using energy from different sources such as coal, wind, water, or solar power. At a power station, coal, which is a fossil fuel, is burned to heat water in a boiler so that the water changes into steam. This steam turns the blades of a turbine which spins a generator to then generate electricity. We must note that fossil fuels such as coal and crude oil are very damaging to the environment, and they are not renewable sources of energy. Whereas wind, water, and solar power are renewable sources of energy, and it is safer for the environment if we could use these renewable sources of energy whenever possible to limit the impact of fossil fuels on the environment. Current electricity. Current electricity happens when tiny particles called electrons move quickly from one place to another. It is the flow of electric charge through a suitable material, usually wire. In other words, when electrons move steadily in one direction, they create a continuous flow of electricity, which is current electricity. This is the type of electricity that comes from power stations and is used in homes and schools. Current electricity is what powers up lights, electronic devices, and appliances such as the refrigerator, microwave, electric stove, toaster, and kettle. Whereas for a smaller device such as a torch or a remote control, it is far more convenient and cost-effective to use battery power. So how do we measure electricity? Electricity is measured in different ways to help us understand how much we use and how strong it is. Watts tell us how much power an appliance or device uses. For example, a light bulb might use 60 watts of power. Volts measure the strength of electricity, that is, how much force is pushing it through the wire. And amps measure how much actual electricity is flowing through the wire. When we use electricity over time, we measure it in kilowatt hours. 1 kilowatt hour means using 1,000 watts of electricity for 1 hour. This is how the municipality or electricity companies measure how much energy we use in our homes. The function of a substation. The electricity that flows along the power lines is way too strong to be used in our homes. A substation is responsible for changing the voltage of electricity so it can travel safely and efficiently. After electricity is generated at power stations, it is sent at a very high voltage over long distances through power lines. Substations reduce or step down this high voltage to a lower, safer level before the electricity reaches homes and businesses. And finally, let us look at the steps in making electricity to power your television. Step 1. Energy from the sun gets absorbed by plants. Step 2. Plants die and turn into coal over millions of years. Step 3. Coal is mined and then burned in a boiler at a power plant to heat water into steam. Step 4. The steam pushes a fan inside the wheels of a turbine. Step 5. The turbine wheels power a generator which changes the movement energy into electricity. Step 6. The electricity is then sent over long distances. Step 7. The step-down substations receive the electricity, which decreases the power of the electricity to make it safe in our homes. Step 8. Electricity runs from one plug through a wire into the television, which changes it into sound and light energy.